Hi, I'm Jackie Johnson and I am the co-owner and marketing manager from ZJ Building. I'm sitting here with Tania. She is the director and principal designer from TK Design. We're going to have a little chat about 2021 design trends. So Tania, tell me a little bit about TK Design.
TK Design are an interior design firm. We specialise in joinery design for kitchens, bathrooms and interior spaces. We provide plans and elevations plus 3D renders for those spaces and help with selections.
That's really cool. I didn't think that interior designers offered plans and elevations. I was under the impression that it was just, here's your selections and off you go.
We actually provide the drawings for the joinery. Joinery design is actually a specialty. Plus we take you through selections for sanitary ware, tiles and of course finishes.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Which is the fun part.
So Tania, if I was extending or renovating my home, why should I use an interior designer?
An interior designer will actually help plan the space carefully and ensure that the entire space flows seamlessly.
I struggle to walk into a room or an empty room and figure out what's going to look good and what colour is going to work on the walls, and what type of furniture I should have. I mean, this is fantastic, but I think a lot of people would struggle with bringing it to life. So
yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I guess we start with spatial planning, focus on making sure that the space is very balanced, and then we also consider colour, shapes, textures, and make sure that from room to room the house flows seamlessly.
Yes, that's such a good point because obviously some people might have an idea of what they want each room to look like, but if it doesn't flow seamlessly, then it kind of looks a bit weird, doesn't it?
Exactly.
Obviously extending or renovating your home can be quite costly, so can I afford an interior designer?
Oh my God, Jackie, you can't afford not to, seriously. There are so many decisions to make in the process. People get overwhelmed and we are here to help guide you and bring it all together.
Yeah, absolutely. And I suppose, they would just rock up to your design studio where we are here and pick all their selections. Would they have to visit any other shops in the process?
Absolutely. We run through the concept plans here, make sure you're happy with the initial startup, and then from there we go through selections. So we might go to a tile store, sanitary ware and appliances. So we'll run through, I'll keep you on track, stop you from...
So you attend those meetings as well?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's
I'll
fantastic.
take you through all of that. Then we come back here and go through the joinery selections and bring the whole thing together.
Yeah, wow, that's great. Essentially, they're paying for convenience because, most people have a full-time job and it's very time-consuming having to go around, to shop after shop picking their selections, and, that's a lot of mental energy to put into it.
That's right. Yeah. It can be stressful, but we're here to ensure basically against you making mistakes, which can be really expensive to fix.
Yeah, definitely. I love that. What's the process with TK Design? So where do you fit into the whole process?
I like to come in as early as possible, to be honest. At TK Design we use the KISS theory, keep it simple. As a professional we like to do the hard stuff for you.
Yeah, that certainly makes it easier on the client, doesn't it?
Absolutely. It can be quite, tricky, the whole process, so we like to eliminate a lot of the unnecessary choices for you, steer you in the right direction towards a small selection of correct choices.
Yeah, because it can be really overwhelming because obviously there's so many different things to choose from.
That's exactly right, and we help you keep on budget as well as making the correct choices for the styling of your home.
Great. What's on trend for kitchen designs this year?
Curves are back with a vengeance,
nice.
Which is very exciting. We've had some really hard lines for such a long time, and now we're softening those spaces. We're actually spending a lot more time in our homes now.
Yeah, and the kids are obviously home from school, and so a lot of people are working from home as well.
That's exactly right. So kitchen spaces are needing to be more adaptable, so that we can work from home office, as well as entertain a little more in these spaces.
Has the current COVID situation affected any design trends?
Absolutely. What I'm seeing is a lot more colour and culture being introduced into spaces. With people unable to travel, they're actually bringing their holiday destinations into their own personal spaces.
Yeah,
which is exciting.
What kind of trends are we seeing?
Pastels, bright colours, timbers, also dark colours. People are certainly being a lot more adventurous with their colour palettes.
Great. Are these trends going to last, in your opinion?
Timbers are a lovely way to warm and soften a space, add texture, and I think that is something that will be around for some time. Actually seeing a lot of porcelain bench tops come through, which are verging on indestructible.
You know, that makes sense because everyone's obviously staying at home, so everything in your house is being used a lot more, so you're going to need stuff that's long lasting. Tania, how does one create a unique kitchen design for their home?
We custom design every project for the individual. Every project is unique.
Yeah, definitely. And with these trends that you've mentioned before, you know, the pastels, the porcelain, the timber, how do we make sure that these trends are going to stand the test of time?
We work closely with the architecture of the home, take our styling and ideas from the bones of the home and make sure that we come up with a classic design that's going to stand the test of time.
So what made you want to join this industry?
I've always been passionate about interior design. As a kid, I used to always redesign my bedroom with scale drawings, and
I love that.
I used to have a backyard cubby house which I would be constantly redecorating.
Yeah. What's your favourite part of your job?
I love working with people and making spaces beautiful, so this line of work is just perfect for me.
Yeah. And last but not least, what's your biggest kitchen design tip?
I guess I'm a bit of a rebel. I don't believe in using the working triangle.
Oh, what's the working triangle?
Okay, so that's actually the considered space between the sink, the cooktop and the fridge.
So what should we be doing instead?
We really need to be focusing on zones. Now these include food storage, fridge and pantry, prep areas, cooking zones, and that can be ovens and cooktop, as well as social spaces.
So it sounds like you've created a wonderful process for your clients to experience that actually saves them time as well.
Our focus is to make sure that the whole process is enjoyable, and we like to make sure that it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, definitely. Well, thanks for having a chat with us today.
Welcome.
If you want any more information, you can visit tkdesign.com.au.